Hello and welcome to Avorion. Welcome back to Avorion. It's been a little while since I covered Avorion. I think the last episode I was a little bit grumpy. Let's be honest, things weren't going particularly well for me in Avorion. Everything was, well, to be honest, in the grand scheme of things, everything's fine, you know? I just wasn't getting my way. I wasn't getting my way. This game has a way of kind of being a little bit of a dick at the end. In the end game, especially on a server. On single player I don't think you have these problems, but on a server you're sort of competing for bosses, all for the same sort of stuff, you know. It kind of gets a bit busy and a bit crazy around here, but there we are. That's the situation. The important thing is, though, we're back. I'm back, and today we're taking on the final boss. That's right, Wormhole Guardian is going down. So I'm here with the Warspite. Little reminder before we jump into the boss of the situation that we are in. Let's bring up the HUD. So I'm parked here. This is a player sector. All this stuff built by players. DQ Evans, I think. There's a lot of it. And then here we got my stuff. So we've got a battle carrier. The Warspite is here. The Miscreant, the Maleficent, the Brigand, and the Vagabond, and some pirates have just walked in. They are going to die really quickly because look at the fighter swarms. I don't even need to do anything. This is the reason I parked here. Look at this guy is attacking my ship. Can you believe this? My ships aren't even... I mean, you just got the auto turrets from the Vagabond there just doing their thing. And he's like, oh, I'll attack that guy. That guy's definitely the biggest threat. Madness, I say. Look at this fighter swarm. That's madness. So, yeah. It's a good sector to hang out in. It really is. So, yeah. Those are the ships we got. We are... You can just sit pretty for a while, Buccaneer. I'm going to leave you there for a little while. Rapscallion as well. Everything's fine. We, of course, have got our a reinforcement token as well. Let's not forget this. A reinforcement token. Brilliant. I can't make this stuff up, guys. Honestly, this is ridiculous. And you try and do something. No. The game is just like, no, right. This is going to get very laggy, I think. The Corvette that I've got, I will show you later. Let's go set everything onto attack all enemies, because let's get through this invasion event. These Zotan aren't going to stand up. Oh my god, the lag. Yeah, we're down to what? 20 frames per second, if that. We've got the lasers kicking in. If Zotan do sort of survive for more than a second, they won't survive for 2. But the thing is, by the time I get to one of them, it's already dead. This is the level of ludicrous firepower in this sector. I have to wait for them to sort of jump on me, I think. And they die. I'm going to go for that one over there. He's 30 kilometers away. I might be able to get to him before he dies. But yeah, the frames, guys. This is what happens in player-controlled sectors. The fighter swarms are real. Really are. So I was talking about my Corvette. He's swinging around over there, being an absolute boss. He has got a crap load of firepower, a ridiculous amount of firepower, because what I've given him is what I kind of intended to give him all along, which was coaxial weapons. The only problem with coaxial weapons is trying to use them. If you've ever tried to use coaxial weapons, they have no forgiveness at all in the movement. At all. They oh, hello. Ah, you're the boss one, aren't you? You're the quantum dickface. Yes, quantum dickhead. Be gone. Oh, relations to the Eke Foundation have been worsened by 10,000. I don't even know why. And they're getting in the way of gunfire, I should imagine. That's great, isn't it? You try and please these factions, and within a split second during a battle, all that hard work goes down the pan because of some AI shenanigans. I'm getting shot by a lot of stuff now, all of a sudden. Those fighters are having a good go at that quantum. This was not my plan. This was not my plan. Plan was not to be chasing around a quantum dickhead. Hey! I just painted that. Pretty casual at the moment with these Zotan, to be honest, because 50 million shields, they generally don't get very far into my shield capacity. The frame rates, guys. This is what endgame Avorion looks like. It looks a little like endgame Avorion, really. Lagfest. Just low frames, chaotic battles, lots and lots of numbers. Anyway, let's see if we can clear up this invasion event. Repair any damages. I don't think there will be any. Restock anything that needs restocking. And then we go after the... there's no catching that quantum. It's just I gotta leave it to the fighters. All the auto turrets. And then we're gonna go take on the wormhole guardian. Oh, ramming speed. Ooh. That caused a bit of low shields. Damn. There's the wormhole prototype right there. And it's dead. It's dead. Oh dear. I think my fighters were involved. I think one of my ships was right next to it. Yeah, there you go. All the little bits. Look. Oh, the shinies. They're flying away. Come back, shinies. They weren't you. I'm guessing they're following those fighters all the way over there. There you go. Invasion done. As always, after these invasions, is just a very long exercise of picking up shiny things. So let me just ram into this. I don't know if any of these are mine. I think my ship is here. I don't know which one that is. Vagabond or something is there. There we go. A neutron recycler. Legendary. Salvaging turret. Interesting. Interesting. So a quick gooseberry at that in a second. Let me just go pick up some more of these orange shinies. Quite a few of these are actually mine. I didn't expect to get quite a look in. So my lethargic response. Mind you, my ships were all over the place doing their thing that they do, so... I'm looking at the health bars and such. One of them, over there, I'm guessing is the Corvette. Yep, the Maleficent. Is a little bit damaged, but the rest of them are fine. I have kind of, aside from making it a 15-slot ship, I have kind of extended the Maleficent as much as I possibly can. And I think it has like 1.2 million shields. For a little thing like that, it's pretty good. Anyway, let's switch to the Maleficent, actually. That would be that's a much better way of getting around. And also, I can now show you its boom booms. Ooh, yeah, it has lost a few blocks. Look at that, off the top. Generators are exposed. What? Gives those missing blocks. Am I missing any turrets? Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah, one off the front. And two of the lasers. Ah, damn it. I'm gonna have to do some repairs and turret replacements and stuff. Ah, that's so frustrating. I don't remember what turrets were on it. You know? Anyway, coaxial guns on this thing. Good fun, good fun. Number 4. But the only problem with the coax guns is that you can't aim them. You have to aim the entire ship. I just generally leave it to the AI, tell the AI to go and do it, and I don't know whether that has a better success with him, but yeah. There's two, one of the one on the left is much quicker firing, as you can see. But yeah, it has 2 coaxial cannons, meaning it has a firepower, well, it has more than that, 22k. Because each of these cannons, this one does 612 DPS per slot. That does 1,000 DPS per slot. But it's also 6 slots. They take up a lot of space. And I had to kind of mutate the size of them in order to fit them on there a little bit because they're massive. They're like size 5 freaking turret bases on these coax cannons. But yeah, I figured the best ship to put coax cannons like that on would be this thing because it is the most maneuverable. Can turn pretty damn quickly and shooty almost immediately. But yeah, still, like I say, it's a pain in the bum to aim, so I just leave it to the AI. Anyway, I'm going to pick up the sort of orangey, bright orange shinies and stuff. Then we shall do Wormhole Guardian. I keep promising it. It will come. Okay. Never mind. Why does it do this? Every time I try and do anything, I know, costume change. Yeah, this is the level of commitment to the show, guys. Every time I try and do something, something else happens. I think I just gotta like stick all my ships in like a sector somewhere and just tell them to not do anything. Just sit down and shut up. And then maybe they won't get like ganged on. It's like totally picked on while they're trying to do a trade run. Honestly. Teslas. Fucking here is kind of like a little frickin' terrier of a ship. By the standards of the ship that I have now in like the center of the galaxy, it's nothing. It's like it'll get destroyed in one shot if they say the Warspite shot at it. It'll just blow up instantly. But out here, with its freaking Tesla cannons and its pulse cannons and things, there's a little terrier. Hello. Thanks for that stuff. These freaking pirates don't know what they're signing up for. They really don't. Trying to do a trade runs, dudes. I think they're gonna miss. It's a shame. It's a shame. Don't like to waste torpedoes. Thinking about it, if I like strap one Avorion Tech 52 gun onto this thing, it would just nuke them so fast. It's having no problem though, is it? Let's be honest. There we go. Okay. Now, before I was so rudely interrupted, what I was about to say is let's go ahead and do the Wormhole Guardian, because that seems to be the promise I make in this episode, that I instantly have to kind of dash, because pirates keep coming along. We will get there, honestly. The game is doing everything it can to stop me, to the point where, you know, this episode has now taken 2 days to make, and we're what, like 10-15 minutes in and whatever. because just the level of carnage that it throws at a Zotan invasion. Right, they destroy a ship. Okay, alright, you gotta go pick up all the shinies before you leave the sector. Leave the sector, repair the ship, get it towed, refit it, upgrade it, fly it all the way back to the main sector, return to the main sector, another Zotan invasion comes along. It's like, oh god, rinse and repeat. I can't do anything. Everything is just looping too quickly for me to actually keep up with it. Right, there we go. That's dealt with. So, repair you guys. Now, you were on a trade run. Have you actually got satellites in your cargo hold? No, so you never actually picked them up then, did you? Got a bunch of scrap. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. Just go and refine. Yeah. Go and empty your gubbins. Oh, crikey, what are you guys doing? Oh, yeah, look. Zotan invasion! What did I say? Literally. I can't do the Zotan Wormhole Guardian. I cannot get a moment's peace where I'm free to do it. Honestly. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna have to just basically... I don't know. I don't know what to do. Once we've done this invasion, there'll be 1,000 glowies. I could ignore the glowies. But that's sacrilege. We all know that's sacrilege. You can't ignore the glowies. We have to kill the Zotanians. Damn, I've got an achievement called Zotanophobe. Nice. Alright, let's get through this as quickly as possible then. So we can actually do the boss fight. Damn. For real this time. For real this time. Here we go. I'm not messing around. Hyperdrive's charging. Can't stop me now, game. No. Interesting. There's a Zotan invasion going on. But I just defeated the Zotan invasion. So is the wormhole event a Zotan invasion? Swarm defeated. Okay, well that was fun. Your sensors are picking up an energy signature. A major battle happened here, but for now there doesn't seem to be anything here. Oh, come on. Seriously? Freaking Guardians not here. Again. This is it. This is it. That looks like a Zotan wormhole guardian to me. Okay. How do I do the things? How do I do the things? With the things, you know? You know, the things. Oh, God. I want to bring in my allies. I have no idea whether should we attack the ads or should we attack the chip? These are questions I have. At the moment I'm like, hey, just orders, attack all enemies. Attack all enemies. Attack all enemies. Let's get the destroyers going, doing destroying things. The Guardian's starting to channel black hole energy. Okay. Okay. So then do I have to do something? Remove or install permanently. I have it. I have the thing. Oh, here we go. But I have the thing. These should be my reinforcements. Oh my god. They're not my reinforcements. Hey, what? Hey. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to see if I can use the reinforcement thing that I have. Use. We're sorry, you're too far out. We can't seem to reinforce that far. I knew it! I knew they'd do some BS like that. I would have thought these wormholes would be where the reinforcements that I kind of agreed to bring in would come in. So find allies, ask this if they will assist you. I should have 7 friendly ships in with me. I guess not. I guess we will we'll just do what we can. Guardian is starting to channel black hole energy. Do I have to like intercept it or something? Do I have to like drive into the laser? What does one do? Drive into the laser. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I've got the wormhole thing plugged in. I don't know whether I need to press a button or what. I'm now one with this thing. Let's just blow it up. Let's just blow it up. Just blow it up. Anything that comes through, my laser devices will annihilate. I think we separated it into 2 halves, don't we? Alright, maybe we can. Maybe if I chop that bit off there. If I can snipe it. Chop it off. Hang on, I got the perfect tool for this. I just need to get much closer. I want that bit gone. I want it gone. This salvage laser that I'm throwing at it like does an enormous amount of damage. It is a badass salvage laser. But, alas, nay, it doesn't seem like I can separate the 2 halves and reduce its hit points suddenly and by some significance. What? I'm doing something wrong, I guess. I don't know what I need to do in order to call in like all the allies and stuff like that. I have this thing that lets you harness the power of Zotan wormhole technology, if you say so. If you say so. I don't even know how I would do that. There is no instruction manual to this device, nor any kind of button I think I can press that will use it. So we're doing it so low. No reinforcements today, which is a shame because I was looking forward to like some friendly ships coming in and showing us what they got, kind of thing, you know. By all means, do let me know in the comments down below how the hell I'm supposed to utilize this wormhole device thing. Stop shooting, my friend. Stop shooting, my friend. Take his lasers off. It's actually nice being able to shoot something so huge and snipe its lasers off, you know? No shooty for you, sunshine. It's got a lot of them, though, isn't it? Well, you can shoot me all you want. I got 50 million shields. That's going to take a while to cut through. It's not channeling wormhole energy anymore, is it? No, no, no. Well, there we go. I gotta say, after all the sort of little hype this thing got in the game, you know, and how difficult it is to get it to spawn on a multiplayer subject, a subject I'll talk about a little bit more in a moment, I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed in this. I think it's a little bit. I am quite disappointed in this, actually. Maybe I'm over-prepared. Hell, with the reinforcements of allied ships, this would be an absolute cakewalk. Here we go. What's that? The Guardian is starting to charge the wormhole again. Right, well, we're doing this thing again, are we? What do I do? Remove or install permanently? I don't know. I don't know. 5, 6, 7, 8 torpedoes. Oh, hello, cheeky. Okay, I guess he doesn't like torpedoes very much then. Alright, fine. Well, I don't know, ladies and gents. I'm a little bit confused. I thought the whole process would be a little bit automatic. I didn't realize there was something I had to do in order to intercept the harnessing of the wormholes. This thing is massive, but it doesn't seem to move, so I'll just sit here and just pummel it with some firepower, with all the firepower I've got here. My ships are looking pretty healthy, really, I gotta say. Fighters are just tearing it apart. There's a Zotan dreadnought there, apparently. Oh, we're taking some damage. What does it look like with the HUD turned off? I want to know. Look at that. That actually looks kind of cool with the HUD turned off. Oh, my lasers are shooting at me. I got so many lasers on this thing. It's a goddamn light show. Look at it. Yes! There must be Zotan fighters around. My lasers prioritize fighters over fighters and torps over anything else. So look at that. That's pretty cool. At least we got a nice little show from it. The Dreadnought is very happily just, you know, wasting its time on my shields, which is lovely. Quite happy for it to do that all day, really. This thing's still got guns. Needs sniping off immediately. I love the railgun, just like removes huge chunks of the ship off. That's cool. see it firing, and then just like blam, off the chunks fly. It's nearly gone. It's going to got three little notches of its bar left, and then it will be gone, and then we can mop up these dreadnought things that are loitering around as well. Let's see what it's done. One of my ship's shields, or two of my ship's shields, are looking actually pretty ropey right now. What do you do over there? You having fun with that dreadnought? I suppose I could redirect my fire in that direction. I think you've got it though, haven't you? Between the two of you. Wow, all 4 torpedoes annihilated. Between the fighters and those 2 destroyers, that dreadnought is down. Zotan wormhole. Guardian. It's just a giant health bar. There we go. Done. That it? Was that it? Seriously, was that it? Oh my god. Was that it? The brothers are a better fight. The AI is a better fight. That's the final boss. The Zotan invasion event is a better fight. You know? Are you serious? And now the game credits are coming up under my just under my face. I feel like a bit like a dick was saying it, but really? After all of that? I don't know if it's just not kind of expecting a ship with my level of shields and firepower, plus the other guys that I've got with me as well. Was it never really kind of built for that? Was it always built for a kind of cargo bay is full. Sorry, trying to do stuff, can't do stuff. Miscreant. Just go and refine then. Do what you need to do. 60,000 iron somehow. 9 minutes. Be quick about it. Yeah, I don't know if it was not designed for a fleet, but then the mission is very much, you know, bring help in, and then doesn't bring help in. I don't know how the device that I've got loaded into the ship is supposed to be used. If I thought when it was charging the wormholes it would do it automatically, but clearly I was supposed to do something. What that something is not at all explained ever in any of the missions or anything, so it's no surprise really that I wasn't able to figure it out. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's a massive freaking anti-climax. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not nearly as bad as Fidget. Or that other boss where you have to mine 4 rocks of 10 billion hit points in order to even get him to be touchable. He's not one of those bosses, thankfully. But yeah, that is... That's a massive anticlimax. I don't know what to say. I really don't. I'm trying to think of the positives right now. And the positives is that Avorion is, and still will be, a fantastic game for space battles. The space battles are epic. They look amazing. All the lasers and stuff firing off in all the directions and things like that. But yeah, they seem to put these kind of bosses in somewhat half-assedly. You know, some of the bosses are really cool. The AI is a really cool fight. The brothers is a cool fight. You know, the other ones, they're just the Fidget. They're just, oh my god! Could you think of anything worse? Could you have come up with crappier idea. Yeah. It seems a shame. It seems a shame that they've got so many nice, wonderful features. They've got... The building in Avorion is really good, really flexible. You can do amazing stuff with it. Even with harsh build limits like I've got on my server here, I'm able to produce something like this. You know, it's a pretty damn cool boat, I think. And, you know, you've got these amazing features like the whole trading system where you can automate it all to an extent, and you get AI ships and a fleet and things like that. Really, really amazing features. And then they just dump crap bosses on you. And crap systems like how to spawn this thing in on a multiplayer server, which, by the way, is the most stupidest idea ever. So, I have spent now possibly 3 days, maybe 4 actually, thinking about it, going all the way back to before even the last episode of Avorion that I uploaded, trying to figure out how to get that boss to spawn in. Now, the general advice is that you need to allow a Zotan invasion event to fail, as in you need to let the Zotan win. These events are random occurring, and on a multiplayer server, anyone on the server at the time, if they defeat the invasion, then even if you're trying to let it succeed so that you can spawn this boss, the other person that beats the invasion, that will take precedent, and so the Guardian will not spawn. The Guardian will only spawn if the prototype that we encounter during the invasion events is allowed to fully charge and then despawn, basically warp out and escape. Once it's fully charged, it can escape, and then the Guardian, this thing here, will then respawn. That is the only function that will enable respawning of the Wormhole Guardian on a multiplayer server. Now, of course, you don't have any of this problem on a solo play. The Guardian's going to be there when you're ready to go and get it. And if you want to get it again, you know, you can just let the invasion event do its thing. And hey presto. But on a multiplayer server, that's a lot more difficult. So I do want to thank the guys on my Discord and on the server as well, particularly kind of Warger and Mistriki, Battlestorm Titan as well. Big shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for helping me get this freaking boss to actually spawn so that I could then do this very anticlimactic battle for you. I don't know how I feel about Avorion anymore, you know? It's weird. It starts out really strong. You have an excellent sense of progress, of getting stronger, of building up, getting money, getting a sort of little empire built, a fleet going, and then you get to the barrier, and that's where I feel it all just goes wrong. But the game, everything once past the barrier just seems to go horribly, horribly wrong. And I get that they seem to say, right, you've made it past the barrier now, we're going to take the pace of the game and we're going to slow it all the way down to 0. Essentially, that's what they do. They give you enemies that are incredibly tough to kill when you first cross the barrier, and then you've got to kind of arm up your entire fleet almost from scratch, because the weapons you got, none of them are very good at this point. Only the ones inside the barrier will allow you to survive in the barrier. How long it's taken me to get this arsenal up, and this isn't even like amazing compared to what some of the guys have been producing and stuff like that. You know, these lasers doing 1200 DPS one slot lasers, very nice. They did put on a fantastic light show, as we saw, but they're not the best weapon to have. Best weapon to have is maybe the railguns and lightning cannons and the bolters and stuff like that. If you really want to min-max it, I really wanted the laser light show, which is why I went for that. But you have to go through all that trouble of manufacturing the turrets, having a turret factory in the center so that you get the highest tech level. And all of that requires you to have the turrets that you produce in the center in order to get to the center to fight things off so that you can build the stations that build the turret. So the whole thing is just a massive chicken and the egg situation of suffering. It's just suffering from within inside the barrier. You are just going further and further towards the center, and every step of the way is pain, you know. I don't know how to sort of explain it anymore, and it's such a shame that the game Beyond the Barrier just goes downhill, in my opinion. It really does. I think you could probably make up some of your own objectives outside the barrier here and live out here perfectly happy. Like building up stations, empires, and fleets, exploring, doing pirate sectors, whatever. For a while, at least, but you will run out of missions, you will run out of things to do, and you will sort of, you know, get more money than you know what to do with and get very bored. Inside the barrier, all of your weapons, all of your ships will be underpowered, and you'll need to go through the entire thing of upgrading them very, very slowly over time. Anyway, I'm going around in circles now. The point is, I find the whole endgame of Avorion very trying, and it's such a shame because its beginning and mid game is so strong. There is apparently another boss somewhere. It is the kind of corrupted AI. It's the same AI, except much, much, much tougher. And this expedition thing might lead to that or something. I'm not sure. I thought we got a set of coordinates from the end of that, according to wikis and stuff like that, which inevitably are generally out of date now that 2.0's come out. But it's possible that the corrupted AI is still somewhere in the game. Who knows? Let's have a quick look at the loot that the Wormhole Guardian did give us. Weirdly, this thing. Yep. Double or right click to use. 108.81. That, I think, is where the corrupted AI will be. So there's that, and we've got Fierce Restorer, lovely. Chain gun, lovely. 2,100 DPS 4-slot plasma cannon. A 1.27 mega Newton push cannon. 6-slot push cannon, lovely. Love a push cannon. Always use those. Charging battery booster. An economical plasma gun at 721 DPS. That's all on the legendaries that we picked up. We've got a fission extractor, which is a purifying thing. Plasmatic igniter, 1300 DPS laser. 600 DPS GAT, 600 DPS plasma. Purifying unearther, another purifying laser. Then we got a bunch of modules, including a combat turret one, which is nice. 5 auto turret exotics, another arbitrary, and 2 arbitraries there actually. And then on the exceptionals, we got some point defense, purifying stuff, drillers, organite plasmas. Yeah, it's all kind of a bit rubbish, really, isn't it? It's all very meh. 951 DPS bolter, nothing compared to the one I've got. Long range point defense lasers. Just sort by tech. What is the highest tech stuff? So Tech 52 rocket launcher. 239 DPS a slot. Repairer R mining laser. A bursting pulse gun. 589 a slot. 1 slot pulse gun. Not bad. I wouldn't write home about it. 400 DPS a slot. These are all Tech 52. These are like the highest tech things in the game. You know? There's a coaxial electrifier. 2600 DPS a slot. I am filled with a giant, overwhelming feeling of meh. Which is kind of how I feel about the end of this game anyway. Meh. There we go. That's interesting. Firing torpedoes at yourself. That's awesome. It's a just testing the point defense out. Jeez, what was that torpedo made of? Oh! You fire torpedoes at yourself. Well, if everything else fails, you can fire torpedoes at yourself. And on that note, I suppose it's time to end this episode and this series for Avorion. I do hope you've enjoyed the series. It's such a shame it's ended in such a kind of tarnished light, I suppose. Just seems a little bit of a nothing ending. I don't know. So I am sorry about that, but you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. I mean, I've ended Empyrean series on kind of similar notes before. I've just sort of got tired of the game, burnt out on it. There's only so long you can play these sort of things before they just get kind of tiresome. But I am sorry it ended on such a note. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the series. And hopefully I'll see you for the next one. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.